If you are watching this video right now, it means something in your spirit has already sensed it. It means your dreams have shifted. Your environment feels different. Your nights suddenly feel heavier. Your spirit has become more alert, even if you can't explain why. There is something about December that ordinary people will never understand. Most Christians celebrate it as the month of joy, thanksgiving, and family gatherings. But in the dark world, the world I once belonged to, December is war season. It is the month when altars are busiest, when covens stay awake longer, when spirits roam with greater boldness, when transactions in blood multiply, when the boundary between the natural and spiritual world becomes thinnest. Most people only see the decorations, the lights, the songs, the celebrations, but I wish they knew what lurks behind those lights, what moves behind those songs, what rises behind those celebrations. I wish believers knew how many transactions take place at midnight in December, how many destinies are exchanged, how many children are marked, how many marriages are targeted, how many men are spiritually emptied, how many women are spiritually monitored, how many families are placed on demonic calendars and are completely unaware of it. When I was still in the dark kingdom, December was not just a month, it was an annual operation, a spiritual project, a season when every agent was required to submit a report and then receive new assignments for the coming year. And what I am about to reveal today, what witches are doing right now at this very moment, is something most believers have never had and some will find hard to accept. But it is happening. It is happening to neighbors, to friends, to Christians, even to pastors. If you have been feeling unusually tired, if your dreams have been strange, if you have been sensing shadows or presences around your home, if your emotions have been unstable without explanation, if your prayer life suddenly became dry, or if sleep suddenly became harder, it is not random. It is not just the holidays. You are sensing the December shift because the rituals have already started. And tonight, I will reveal every single thing witches are doing right now, their real rituals, their secret gathering places, the spiritual exchanges, the traps, and the way they target Christians and families before the year ends. This is not speculation. This is confession. This is memory. This is what I used to do. And someone needs to hear this urgently because the attacks have already begun. My name is not important. What matters is where I came from and what I was once trained to do. Before I encountered Christ, I was an agent of darkness assigned to a December specific unit known as the harvesters. We were not ordinary witches. We were the ones responsible for the biggest spiritual operations of the year. We handled the rituals that required precision, secrecy, and high-ranking demons. And December was our busiest time because the year is closing and spirits demand accounts. Every demon you worked with wants a report. How many souls did you weaken? How many families did you destabilize? How many children did you spiritually tag? How many Christians did you distract? How many voices did you silence? How many altars did you pollute? How many blood transactions did you secure? Our leader used to tell us something. December determines January. Meaning, if darkness steals from you in December, the coming year becomes empty, dry, and delayed. Let me take you into what we used to do and what many witches are doing right now. 1. The midnight summoning. Every December 1st at exactly 12 o'clock a.m., we performed the summoning of the gatekeepers. It was a ritual that opened spiritual gates over territories. I remember one night in 2016, we gathered in an abandoned cocoa plantation near Benin City. Physically, it looked empty. Spiritually, it was a massive open field filled with dark entities roaming like shadows. We stood in a circle, 7 of us, each holding a black clay pot filled with animal blood. At 12:03 a.m., the wind shifted. A presence descended, cold, heavy, suffocating. Then we began chanting, not with our mouths, with our spirits. It was like a vibration in the chest. Within minutes, we saw them, the gatekeepers, tall, shadow-like beings with no faces, only glowing red eyes. Their job, to release spirits into the atmosphere of the territory for the entire month. These spirits include spirits of depression, spirits of delay, spirits of loss, spirits of confusion, spirits of error, spirits of financial scattering, spirits of premature death. Every December, these spirits are assigned to increase activity, roam freely, and enter any home with weakened prayer. The gatekeepers would stretch their hands and release smoke-like energy into the air. That smoke would travel through the wind into towns and streets. This is why December always feels different. The atmosphere is literally saturated with spirits. And yes, this same ritual is happening right now in forests and rivers across various countries. 2. The exchange rituals. December is the month of exchange, destiny exchange, health exchange, glory exchange. The enemy loves to take what belongs to someone and give it to another person who has made a demonic covenant. Let me tell you a story. In 2018, I was assigned to a woman who owned a fashion business. Every year, she would struggle and suffer losses. But every December, her neighbor, a woman deeply involved in witchcraft, would prosper suddenly. One night, I was sent to perform the exchange. At around 1:40 a.m., I projected out of my body and entered the woman's shop. Her spiritual covering was weak because December had drained her prayer life. I saw her star, her spiritual light, hanging above her sewing machine. It was dim but still present. With the ritual words given to me, I drew the star out and placed it inside a pot that belonged to the neighbor. By morning, the neighbor's business had doubled. The innocent woman fell sick and nearly lost her life. These exchanges multiply in December. Christians lose spiritual gifts, favor, opportunities, health, finances, personal glory, because witches are doing exchange rituals right now. 3. December coven gatherings. As the month progresses, covens intensify meetings. Let me describe one gathering clearly. In 2017, we gathered at the bank of River Ethiopia. Physically, it was silent. Spiritually, it was crowded with spirits standing on the water like a glass floor. Each agent would kneel and present items, strands of hair taken spiritually, names of people, energy drawn from homes, emotions collected from Christians, essence stolen from children's dreams. The spirits would review them like a ledger. If your name appeared on any altar that night, everything in your life would begin to scatter mysteriously. Christians think attacks increase during December because of stress. No, it is because their names are being mentioned in places they cannot see. 4. The ritual of distraction. This is the most successful operation which is run in December. It is called ritual of distraction. The purpose: to ensure Christians do not pray, do not fast, and do not stay spiritually sensitive in the most dangerous months of the year. We used emotional attacks, relationship conflicts, sudden laziness, unnecessary busyness, unexplained discouragement, financial pressure, strange thoughts, oversleeping, sudden cravings, loss of interest in God. These distractions were sent out like arrows. We programmed them into the environment. If a Christian kept praying, we increased emotional pressure. If they ignored the pressure, we attacked their sleep. If they fought it, we attacked their dreams. The enemy knows a distracted believer is already defeated. 5. Blood demands and sacrifices. December is the month with the highest blood sacrifices worldwide. Why? Because demons demand blood before the year ends. I once participated in a ritual where a coven sent a family into an unexplained accident. They needed blood to seal a contract. We projected into the family's home and placed a spiritual symbol on the father's car. By morning, the man felt unusually rushed. He forgot to pray. He rushed out. The accident happened by 7:14 a.m. This story still haunts me. But this is exactly the kind of ritual witches are performing right now to complete demonic covenants before December 31st. 6. Dream harvesting. December dreams are different because witches harvest emotions, spiritual energy, destiny codes, future information. During sleep, if you have been waking up tired, unable to remember your dreams, or seeing yourself in strange places, it is not ordinary. We used to visit people's bedrooms in spirit form, pull their dream energy, and return it to altars. The more you forgot your dreams, the more spiritually weakened you became. This is happening massively right now. If you are hearing this, it is not to scare you, it is to wake you up. December is not a neutral month spiritually. It is a month of warfare, harvest, exchanges, and transactions. But here is the truth I discovered the day I found Christ. A praying believer, a believer who stays alert, is untouchable. No altar can overpower the altar of Christ. No demon can withstand a believer aligned with God. No witchcraft ritual can override the blood of Jesus. But you must stay awake this month. You must pray. You must fast. You must be sensitive. Because right now, as you listen to this, the rituals are already happening.